Alright, welcome to another Space Luchador program. I am the Space Luchador. I am your host. And today, I got a video for you. A special one today. Now, in honor of new subscribers and a couple of requests, no more music. That's one. I guess it's too distracting, or you can't hear my mumble jumble. So, before we get started, you can help me help you by buying me a coffee. Now the link is in the description. You can also pause the video here if you feel inclined to help build this next level of game. I'm telling you, this is the place of the very best coach out there today. Now, before we jump into the video, I want to explain something. Now, I'm writing a book. Right now in my book, I got a page that is dedicated to this specific thing that I call the universal test. Now, what's the test? Well, the shit test, the testing, any problem you ever come across to or for or from a woman in a relationship-based situation and before, believe it or not. Now, I'm going to give you straight up the quote and the answer, and then I'm going to try to show you how it all works. All right? Now, here's the quote. What do you do when you see a ghost? Well, you walk right through it, and it'll go away. There it is. It's that simple. It really is hard to do. Why? Because, like I said, everything is a paradox. Understand, in logic world, and anybody, right, that's ever seen a ghost, you don't just walk right through it unless you didn't see it. And that's the paradox, right? But again, let's say you do see it. Everything under the sun is on the table, right? Screaming, bitching, running, whatever it is, trying to take a damn picture, whatever it is, but never the answer of just walking right through it. And what's crazy is that the only way you would is if you didn't see it. That's why, like I said, it's paradoxical. However, this is the point. You can indeed master this move. Understand, right? That's the whole point of this channel, is to show you exactly how and why all of this works and why it's important and why it's the only way. It doesn't matter, right? Sometimes you could botch your way through it. Yes, like I said, you didn't see it and you just happen to botch your way to the answer, but that's not the point, right? We don't want to botch our way to winning, even though, it works here and there, but we want to control the winning because you want to win, because you want the prize and all of this, like I said, right? So what's the best way to achieve stuff? What? Then using your literal will. So let's go ahead and jump in so I don't make this video too long, but I hope you understood what I'm saying. And I'm going to give you an example and hopefully tie it to the answer I just gave to you here right now.
Men who are super attractive, they need to protect themselves. Because when a female views you as very attractive, you'll notice that you're getting used a lot. And you're like, oh, it must be because women don't like me. But I'm going to be honest, they used you. Women do not use men who have nothing to bring. Like, you have to be better with her in a certain capacity for her to hurt you.
Understand? Now look, while this is complicated, right? And you can almost say, what the hell is she talking about, right? To a normal, every average dude, this is like, she's saying nothing. Only she is saying something. She's telling you the truth, right? I get shit tested all the time, left and right, everywhere. Now here is the part where I apply the paradoxical answer of the ghost, right? When basically shot from all angles, the test all the damn time, right? Now, if you listen to what she said, right there, where she said that you're being used, right? Then basically the using part is the ghost. That's the part that scares you. That's the part that makes you do everything other than passing the test, right? So if we just go back to the paradox and the answer of the ghost, you can understand and finally see the truth. The truth is, you have something they want. You are attractive. Understand? Which is what we want. You don't want to be in the friend zone, in the whatever zone, in the irrelevant zone, right? You want to be the attractive guy, the one that's being used. Understand, I know it's like contradicts everything you've ever heard from every other dumbass coach out there in the internet, but understand why this is good. Now, if you paid attention to the Space Luchador program before, I've said it's so simple. You are but a fisherman. They are, right, for the sake of this example, I don't want anybody getting butt hurt, but they are the fish. So the fish could never hurt you. Did you see? That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said. But understand that you must translate it, or at least I do. That's my job. I translate it to you so that you understand exactly what she said and not take it in the basic logical way, right, of her saying you're the victim. Right, and that's the big fallacy, or what I like to call the deception. Right, because she's saying she's using you, and you're the victim, and you can't be the victim unless you think you're the victim and you allow yourself to be the victim. Understand what a fisherman is, what the fish is, and what your role is, and in the same explanation, where she says that literally you're the victim and that she's going to test you and that they use you and all this other shit, she literally said she could never hurt you. And that's the point. The ghost is there to scare your sorry ass. That's what it's all about. That's the test. That's literally the test. And that's my point. That's my whole explanation. It's the test. So how do you pass the test? You go right through it and it'll go away. I know it's paradoxical. I know it's hard to understand. I know it's hard to do. However, you came here for the damn answers and you're going to get them. That's it. And it is the only way. And it's hard to do. But you will eventually have to do it. Period. Period. Now let's continue. I hope you understood my explanation, right? It's hard to explain, I know. But if you try, right? He who has ears will listen. All right, now let's continue.
I'm telling you right now, like, women can literally see how good you are and they're like, I want that.
Exactly.
But I don't want to change right now, so I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it.
I understand. Now you would think, well, who the hell is she? Well, she's a woman. She's qualified. She don't need no damn PhD in psychology. None of that crap. She is a woman. Understand? She's a fish, which is why she can contradict herself literally 2 or 3 times in the middle of her explanation. But it's actually not contradicting herself. She's showing you the true, this is the true nature of woman. For all those that love the woman nature, here it is. There it is. And it's not that hard. It really ain't. It ain't. You just have to really, really understand what you're going up against. Now, I figured all of this out for you. That's where I come into play. I'm telling you, this is what they do. I want it, but not now. But I'm going to take it, right? All of this is just a back and forth big ass shit test. It doesn't matter. What you have to actually, right, pay attention to and understand and realize the most important thing is she is indeed attracted to you, period, which is what makes her do this back and forth BS. And there's a reason for it. But before I go into any kind of explanation on how and why, you must master this first. Because you ain't gonna understand the actual reason why this is the way. That's it. We'll get to that in due time. But for now, right, let's continue.
And I swear, a lot of y'all put yourselves down, right? You're all like, like, I'm struggling with women. But then in the future, when you find that fucking bitch, right, you're gonna be.
See that? A lot of you put yourself down. That's failing the test. Because it was designed to be that way. And I hate to say it, and you ain't gonna like it. But if you didn't pass the test, it's because you're not ready. Which is what she just said right now. But when you find that bitch, and by that the one you really want, then you do the work. And then you start passing the test. You get it now? That's how it works. And again, it doesn't care about your opinion. This is the game. Chess. I've said it over and over and over again. I'm going to say it again. It's only chess. And you must play it. There is no way around it. Unless, and I'm only throwing this out there for future reference, unless the move is to not play the game for the sake of winning the game, but still you're still playing the game. Now, I know how that sounds, right? But trust me, makes 100% sense, and I'll prove it to you in due time. But for now, again, let's continue.
Y'all like, oh, everything makes sense. So like, I'm not telling you to take it as a compliment, but low-key, take it as a compliment when women are investing negative energy into you. Like, I know this sounds toxic, but a lot of the times, well, actually most of the time, women only prey on attractive men. Like, if they prey on an obese, single man, lonely as hell, buying OnlyFans, sitting on his couch, eating Cheetos all day, you really think you really think she's gonna invest her time in a man like that? So, I know this isn't appealing to hear, but women, they hurt you, not on purpose, but because your confidence makes them feel insecure. Like
There you go. Now, understand again, a whole lot of contradicting and a whole lot of explanation to explain literally what they do. And I know it's hard. I know. But understand that what you're saying, not only is it the truth, but there it is, just like that. Boom. Just like that, given away. Boom. There's a reason for it. There's a reason she has to say, women prey on you. Now, I'm going to give you another freebie because I'm feeling good, right? Check it out. The reason she had to say women are prey on good looking guys is because she can't say, for reasons of staying face for all of womankind, right? She can't say, well, the reason, right, they basically lay, right, or sleep with, or, F around with good looking guys, because that would destroy their character. It would destroy their value. It will destroy everything and everything about the damn game. Understand, it's game over. It's a wrap. It makes no sense. Logically, emotionally, naturally, biology. It makes no sense if you say it like that, which is why she has to say, again, which is why she had to say, women prey. Understand? Prey on good looking guys. That, my friends, is next level. Now, I don't expect you to understand it just yet for now, but understand, this is 4D chess. Okay, there's 3D, and then there's 4D, and I dare say there's 5D, but again, right now, we're not there yet. For now, 4D. She has to stay face. She has to. Understand? For value purposes. Now, we will get into all of that in due time as soon as I have the big platform and all that stuff again. If you help me help you, I will get guests, right? And people that with what is this, the credentials and all that other stuff, and I'll show you how and why all this stuff works. We'll get into it like never before. Now, but for now, like I said, I hope you understand what it is I'm trying to show you, what it is I'm trying to say, why she speaks in this cryptic code, because it is the only way that they get to stay face, show you the truth, and at the same time give you a test, all in this little bubbled ass wrapped explanation that to some may not make no sense, but to me it's giving you everything that you need as the fisherman you're supposed to be. Understand that, okay?
They look up to you, but at the same time, they don't know how to fucking act because you're that guy.
There it is. Another quick explanation of everything she said. They look up to you, they're attracted to you, but they don't know how to act. Why? Because you're that guy. You're supposed to be that guy. And anything that can jeopardize, right, you knowing you're the guy over her, right, is game over. It's a wrap. Which is why they have to do what they do, which again is a compliment, just like she said at the top of the video. This is why this little paradoxical nature game that I call, right, chess, this is why it works. This is why it is. It's the only way, again, right? I could go into why, right, and how complication gears and everything about the game and all that other stuff, but like, again, right now you don't need that. Just start understanding what's really going on, what I've been trying to explain all along, right? This is how they can do this. This is how they can say something and literally contradict themselves on the other side real quick, all while at the same time playing the game. They are masters at the game. They hold all the cards, they hold all the keys, they know all the rules. Understand that. But again, like I've said in past videos, it's just like the scene from The Matrix where Morpheus says, right, tells them exactly what I just said. They got all the rules, they're the gatekeepers. They literally are. Right? And then Neo goes, so what are you trying to say? That I can dodge bullets? No. I'm saying that when you're ready and you get good enough, you won't have to. And that is the goal to achieve here in the Space Luchador program. So I hope, again, you understood. I hope you jump on the bandwagon, right? Like, share, subscribe. And I'm going to bring you many more of explanations. I'm going to try to make it simple because I do ramble a lot and it does go into like 30, 45-minute videos, which again, for sake of attention span, but it's important, right? It don't matter. You either want this or you don't. It doesn't matter to me, right? At the end of the day, those that do will get it, and you're going to be well on your way to be, at least again, starting to get the victories. All you need is 2 and you get 1 big ass W. Guaranteed. Anyways, let's finish it up. And yeah. Wrap up this video for today.
The shit. And I'm not telling you to think that you're perfect, but I'm telling you that sometimes people don't know how to act around a guy who's just that. When I want coaching is in my bio.
There you go. Just like that. So there you go. I will see you in the next Space Luchador program.